Hey everyone, my name's Chris Lambert, and on this channel we talk Kanye West. And today we're talking kind of a fascinating Instagram find that Pineapple Loom had here and posted to West Hub Ever. So you can see it's under Law Degree here. Oh, should have started back at the beginning. So Law Degree said shopping cart and music video R&D for Kanye. So research and design. Shopping cart, I imagine, for the Yeezy website, and then music video. Music video is interesting, but you can see here this pair of Yeezy foam runners being kind of twisted around, and there's no video to this, but then here we get to see some of these dynamics in action. So this seems to be one of the perfect hoodies just getting kind of thrown around, right? And you can see kind of these ghostly, pretty impressive animations, I think. And then over here, you're seeing some of the actual mechanics of it or programming of it and how it's being crumpled up into a ball, which still like very impressive that these things are winding around together. And just look at that. The physics are amazing. So then there's this one as well that it kind of rises up and then combines with the rest of the pile. Just very impressive and kind of chilling in how accurate it is. And then here, this is where I think it starts getting into the shopping cart stuff. Essentially, you would have this on screen, like these items there, and you could use the mouse to kind of drag them around, and you would physically kind of drag it and put it in the shopping cart, right? Like, there we go. There we go. So I think maybe it's this interactive version of a website. And here, I don't know if this is all Yeezy Gap stuff and we're seeing kind of like the layout for what it is, but this is kind of crazy to see. I mean, we've seen photos of them, and maybe I should have brought it up, of Kanye in like Belgium. And he had all these things laid out on the ground like this, all the Yeezy Gap clothing. And it was showing Axel Vervoorts, I think, or Axel Vervoorts saw it soon after the photos came out, that Kanye had all this stuff laid out. And it just kind of seemed like an easy way to show people when you have it all laid out like that. But I wonder if they were actually doing photo shoots for something like this, having the clothes laid out so you can put it in this computer module, and then people can kind of like go and click on things and lift it up, pull it into the shopping cart, see what it looks like. So you could click on this pair of pants and kind of throw it around and drop it. You could click on this jacket. I don't know if that's what it's actually going to be like, if this is just a visual, but I think it's a really striking and impressive visual. And then we start to get into some of the other things. So you can see here, this seems what is the music video R&D, right? This tree is getting shifted and you can see all the leaves coming off. So it goes from something very lush to something that is dead. And maybe that's just the rendering of the leaves. So you have the base tree and then they just remove all of the leaves just to see what it looks like without them. But it could be something between like healthy and unhealthy, or alive and then in the drought. It kind of almost looks like a desert tree. It might be in a desert setting. I feel like the stuff around it is just part of the structuring or the designing, right? That's not actually part of the video itself. Same way that this is just doing the movement of the tree, this magnet looking thing. It's just to show the motion, right? And then here you can see that there's all these people, right? It's almost like the clothing image, but people, where you have kind of this circular eye in the middle, with the eye here being like this stuff up here. But this time it's actually in the middle. And you can see this goes around all these people and then kind of dives under, and you see the space beneath. But I wonder if it's almost the tree is supposed to be there in the middle, and it's like all these people surround the tree. So maybe the tree lives, the tree dies, the tree withers, and then you see all the people around it, and maybe the tree flourishes again. So I don't know. That's grand speculation on my part. Could be completely off base and wrong, but it seems these things seem in line with where we know Kanye has been at for the last couple of years in terms of being much more in touch with nature, and also really wanting to be an advocate for community and large groups of people coming together, and the power of numbers, right? When people actually are working together and forming this community and giving their energy in one direction for the betterment of nature or society. So this kind of fits, I think, with those concepts and notions, just seeing the tree and seeing all these people gathered around. But we'll see where this goes. Maybe this is just like a concert venue design, right? Where it's like a performer in the middle and all these people around. And this is kind of the concept for the music video, like Kanye performing in front of all these people. I don't know, but I do think that the shopping cart stuff maybe ties back to Nick Knight, who has been working really a lot with Kanye lately. They did Nick Knight Show Studios, which is the website this is on, did the 24-hour live stream of the Yeezy Gap jacket. And it seemed to be using, maybe as the jacket was like fluttering, some of these dynamics, right, on screen. And Nick Knight directed the Jesus is King video. He directed the Black Skinhead video, the Jesus is King movie, right? And tried redesigning Kanye's Yeezy Supply website at one point, and was going to be very interactive. So you can see here this model, as the clothes kind of go around on this carousel, you could click on something and it would appear on the model, and you would pick the body type of the people, and the website was going to be very interactive with people actually putting clothes on. So I think you can kind of see the elements, right? Like this is very similar to this. You have all the clothes kind of laid out, but this is really rough, where this is like aesthetically pleasing. And then what was the previous visual? Like this jacket being right there is very similar to this being right there. It's just the difference of like going to shopping cart, right? Which I still think this is going to shopping cart. You're putting that in the cart to check out with. So you can see even here, like waiting room, this person's actually putting on the clothes that you selected, which is kind of wild. So it might be a continued collaboration with Show Studios and part of the Nick Knight design, and that Law Degree here is just working on that. We'll see. It might actually also be nothing, because if Law Degree is putting this out, it could just be stuff that had been worked on but is now scrapped, which is why they feel confident now putting it up on Instagram for anybody to see. So maybe this is a clue as to what's going on with Kanye and a sign that there's something currently happening, but we know that there's always something happening. It's just the question of whether or not Kanye's actually going to release it. And this doesn't really answer that, but it does seem cool. And I guess that does it for this video. If you're enjoying the channel and you want to support us, the easiest way is to like, subscribe, comment, or watch time. Just watch for some additional minutes or to the end of a video. If you'd otherwise click off, all those things go a long way in telling YouTube this is a channel people engage with and enjoy, so then they show it to others, which helps us out a lot. And then we also have our Kanye podcast, Watching the Throne, a lyrical analysis of Kanye West, where we do line by line narrative and thematic explanations of Kanye's songs and albums. We just finished up Graduation, and we're heading into 808s and Heartbreak. In total, we have The College Dropout, Late Registration, Graduation, Yay, Kids See Ghost, and Jesus is King. So 6 albums fully analyzed, deconstructed, and we are going to finish up 808s, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, Yeezus, and The Life of Pablo this summer. So the full discography is going to be broken down and explained in a way that no one else has ever done. So I guarantee you, if you listen to one episode, you may not agree with everything, but there's going to be at least one thing that leaves you going, wow, I did not think about it that way. This completely changes how I hear this song and think about this song. So give it a listen. It's on podcast platforms everywhere, from Apple to Spotify to Tidal to wherever you listen to podcasts. So check it out. And then we have a movie explanation website, filmcolossus.com. If you're ever looking for the ending of a movie that you want explained, we may have covered it. If not, you can request it, you know? So until next time, stay wavy and keep it loopy. Cheers.